Okay, go ahead, show me.
And then on the end it was like this.
2 years ago, my daughter Mara Gillette was fighting for her life due to a staph infection, which attacked her body and went into her bloodstream. She was given a 5% chance of survival and was in a coma for 8 days. We were at Maria Ferrari Children's Hospital at Westchester Medical Center for 13 days in the pediatric ICU. There was 2 nurses and a doctor, and they were there with us 24 hours a day the whole time we were there. There's nothing like that, seeing your baby. I'm sorry. I wasn't sure if she was going to come out of it alive. They did tell me, that there was that there was equipment there if they had to resuscitate her. It was right there the whole time, and they just weren't even sure she was going to come out of it. They brought us for MRIs, CAT scans, everything. Every day we were running her in and out. We had to wear, the whole time we were there, we had to wear gloves and masks over our faces the whole time we were in the room. She was completely isolated from anybody else. If you walked out of the room, you had to wash your hands, even if you had the gloves on and everything on. People from the administrative staff came to see us, every day came to see us because everybody was talking about the little girl that was up in ICU, so sick. We got interviewed by the Children's Miracle Network. Once she was better and she was out of the coma, they interviewed me for the Children's Miracle Network. With the hospital and public relations staff, everybody at the hospital. Then she was moved up to the regular pediatric ward. After on the 10th day, she was moved up there, and we had to have an occupational therapist come in. We had to have people come in and reteach her how to walk, talk, sit up. They brought her into, to playrooms to see if we could get her, to stand up. She would get up and fall. So she had to relearn everything. Well, she was in kindergarten when it happened, and she missed a lot of school. Because of that, she ended up being held back 1 year in school. She went into the bridge program rather than moving on to the first grade. And her speech was delayed a little bit, but we've gone through 2 years of speech therapy, and she's doing very, very well now. Her grades suffered. She was doing, by the time she finished kindergarten, she was definitely very, very emotionally and, behind, with her education. Took about almost a full school year to get her back, and this year she was in the first grade, straight A's, and she did tap dance this year, and she was in her first recital, and she's doing very, very well now. It's a complete miracle. She's my miracle.
It's for me, and it's a picture story.
Yeah? Let me see that.
It's a fairy tale.
You wrote your own fairy tale, huh?
My
Prior to her illness, I was in a depression. I was on medication for it. I had no patience. I was yelling a lot and crying a lot. I didn't take care of myself at all. I wasn't eating healthy. The kids' quality of life definitely wasn't, where it should have been at. I wasn't happy, so I wasn't able to be the best mother possible to them before this happened. I couldn't possibly have been a good mother, At that time, I was working part-time. I was going through a divorce. My cousin had just passed away, and I I was just going through the motions of waking up in the morning, getting my kids ready, feeding them, going to work, coming home, and there was no real quality of life at that time for us. It was Christmas Eve. Lucy and Fred and McDuff scanned the snowy skies for a glimpse of Santa Claus's sleigh. Santa might not make it through this storm, said Fred. This situation with Mara definitely strengthened my relationship, even with my own mother and my whole family, especially me as a mother. I appreciate every single day with my kids. Every night I put them to sleep. I kiss them goodnight. There's never a day I don't tell them that I love them more than anything in the world. I do not let myself skip a day. There's always 10 times a day, right?
Franklin High School.
There's a picture of me and Mara.
Roosevelt. My tap dancing recital song was called Lullaby of Broadway.
Wow.
There she is.
Tap dance has
There's my girl.
brought Mara to very, now she's really interested in.
I make every single day worth
in the
it
basement.
with your kids. It's just a gift, and people need to appreciate it a little bit more. I think a lot of parents spend their time yelling and screaming and not appreciating them at this age and appreciating every moment of them growing up. I definitely appreciate that now. I have a new understanding of how hard it is to be a mother, and you know, appreciating every moment with them. You never know what's going to happen tomorrow. You never have a clue. Never thought anything like this could ever happen to me. Ever.